Shucky ducky, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Sunday, the 18th of September, 2022, which means that tomorrow I have work again. I don't want to work full time anymore. Whatever. Hey everyone, how's it going? Hey Stella, hey Wolflid, how's it going? Yes, I am one of the few Triple Crown Aloy maids out there. There aren't that many of us. There's not that many Aloy maids to begin with, and of the Aloy maids, I'm one of the few who managed to Triple Crown her as well. How's everyone going? Hope we're all having a great day today. You're finally back home. Oh, well, welcome home. Are you describing this stream as home, Zella? Like, what do you mean by home? Define home. I trolled my friends with that picture. Which picture? Which picture are you talking about? Oh, you showed them a picture of a Triple Crown Aloy and they asked you if you Triple Crowned your Aloy. Yeah, but you wouldn't be Triple Crowning your Aloy, would you? For starters, do you even have Aloy? Like, home, I was staying at my aunt's, but this stream I can be home too. Nice. You don't even have Aloy to begin with. No, but just because you were on mobile doesn't mean that you can't get Aloy. The question is, were you playing during February, March? No, was it February, March-ish? Or was it like January-ish? Yeah, it's February-ish. Like basically when Forbidden West came out. Were you playing... No, actually no. Aloy came out before Forbidden West was released. Because Aloy came out on the original... around the original time that Forbidden West is going to come out, but then Forbidden West had to go on a delay for various reasons. Were you playing around November, December? I guess is in fact the big question. If you weren't playing around that time... That's close enough. I started playing on Yae's banner.
Now, emerge, right here.
Well, you picked a good time to start playing. Did you actually get Yae Miko by any chance? Or are you saying you started playing on Yae Miko's banner, and because you were so new, you didn't actually try to get Yae Miko?
You're in for a little shock.
Uprise who the real MC in Genshin topic because of the anime. For me, Uprise. Anyway, I pulled on the standard. To be fair, I pulled on the standard banner when I first started playing Toph, so fair enough. Who's the real MC in Genshin? For me, Paimon is the real MC. No, I think the MC is still ultimately the main character, because what defines a main character? It's not just like from whose eyes is the story told. It's also as straightforward as... It's also as straightforward as like, which character does most of the action happen with? And so, the main character, the Geo-Animo Electro Dendro MC, usually is the main character. Now, obviously, I don't mean like gameplay-wise, who is the main character. I mean story-wise, through whose body does most of the action go through, right? Because obviously, you know, if you were to ask me, Lisa is the main character.
Why is there a chest?
Nah, we found the traveler only thinks they are the MC. So are you saying that all the action happens through Paimon? Because last I checked, Paimon does jack shit half the time. The only time Paimon actually does something is when we get knocked our ass is when the MC's ass gets knocked out, and then Paimon's trying to wake him or her back up. Now, granted, Paimon is the one who keeps speaking, but they're not exactly the one who keeps doing. And I feel like doing is a very important part of being MC. Paimon accepts quests that I don't ask for. That's fair. The truth is MC does not do anything. So is the MC living a lie? Is that what you're saying? That our experience as the traveler, rather, is actually a complete and utter fabrication?
Try not to enjoy this.
Can't see.
Hyper Bloom Munga Bunga, let's go! If the MC... If the MC is a lie, and that Paimon is the main character the entire time, oh, that's going to very severely change the way we experience everything. But, Seed, I feel like everything you're saying does seem true right up until the Dendro Archon quest. I feel like your theory kind of gets completely blown out of the water during the Dendro Archon quest, because if you think about it, it is the Traveler who has to process the information that they are receiving in the Archon quest, and then really consider the actual facts of what is happening. And it is the Traveler who processes that information in order to actually determine the truth of what is going on. So I submit that based entirely off this,
Right here, right now.
that the Traveler is in fact still the main character of the story. Oi.
You've been a naughty boy.
I submit that based on that and that alone, the Traveler is in fact the main character of the story. I'm missing a crown for Claire. Are you close to getting a crown?
Excuse me.
Right here.
Can't see.
Well, it's unclear if he's trying to triple crown clear or just double crown clear. Oh, okay, a quick update for everyone watching right now. So last night on the Discord, I was going to have movie night. You may have saw the ping and you figured, fuck it, whatever, that's fine. Well, my friend X joined in, and we kind of didn't have movie night. Instead, we just had, like, crazy shenanigans in the current combat event night in Genshin. Now, during those crazy shenanigans, I was approaching the jump on the mushroom daily, thinking that I could jump on the mushroom from a great height right from the start. It turns out you can't do that. And in the process, I accidentally killed Lisa. Now, of course, X was watching, and he stated that what I had just participated in is by definition a ritual, and that I should do a 10 pull while I still have this unwitting sacrifice to try and make the most out of a bad situation. And so I did. Folks, I have C1 Dory. Yeah, I got to see one Dory last night. Yep, that happened. Yeah. Now, that would suggest that I need to sacrifice Lisa more often in order to get the constellations that I seek, but out of principle, honor demands that I do not sacrifice Lisa. Of course I will not sacrifice Lisa. It's not gonna happen. Okay, folks. I will continue. I will continue to rely on my lord and savior, Ohakushin, for all that I seek. He will always be the god that I pray to. That is how it's going to work. No sacrifice required. Sacrifice best girl for worst girl. There is no worst girl, KFD How. That's your first and most fundamental mistake right there. There are no worst girls. They are all precious and worth saving. In fact, let me think about it. I don't think there is a single female character. Let's see. Save Dory, because Dory gets us money. And uses all our money as well to make more money. Save Kole, for obvious reasons. Save Kuki, otherwise Ito's going to land his ass in jail. Save Yalan because she's hot. Save Yaimiko because she's hot. Save Shunhub because she's hot. Save Kokomi because she's leading an entire group of people on a separate path. Save A because of course. Save Sarah because of course. Save Aloy because duh. Save Yoimiya because of course. Save 50-50 on Sayu. Save Ayaka because she's cool. Save Yola because her family's a bunch of bastards and she needs to forge her own path. Save Yenfei, otherwise we're going to land ourselves in jail. Save Rose because she's awesome. Save Hu Tao because she's cool. Save Ganyu because she's cool. Save Xinyan because she's really cool. 50-50 on Diona. 50-50 on Kating. Save Mona because she is sassy. Very low-key. She is super sassy. Save Chi-Chi because her story is the most tragic out of all of them. Save Sucrose because she's figuring it out. Save Noelle because she's literally a god. Save Fischl because Oz demands it. Save Ningguang because, you know, she's like the richest person we know. And she will basically like save us any day. Save Beidou because she's literally Ningguang's girlfriend, so you know that's gonna happen. Save Shangling because Guoba demands it. 50-50 on Barbara. Oh, and save Jean because she literally is working harder than basically every other character in the game. And save Lisa because she knows things that we're going to need to know down the track. Plus she's hot. So, you know, save all of them except 50-50 on Barbara. But I guess you need to save Barbara. Is Freedom open today? Today's Sunday. Everything's open. Yeah, so save everyone with the possible exception of Barbara, but even then you probably want to save Barbara because if you just don't save Barbara, then you basically don't save Jean. And you know what? Jean's already dealing with enough shit right now. Does not need to deal with potentially Barbara getting murked.
Right now, right here. Emerge.
I'll uproot you. Ha!
You could argue that you could say also like save all the guys as well, except Benny. But that's about it. But yeah, That's why I don't do the Chi-Chi hate, with the exception of, like, okay, I don't do Chi-Chi hate, okay, guys? That's the deal. No Chi-Chi hate in this stream. That being said, if you pull Chi-Chi, I will sing the I Pull a Chi-Chi song. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I don't think they ever made, like, a real... I don't think they ever made a line for the very last bit of the Chi-Chi song. So I have actually added my own line to that song. I pulled a Chi-Chi on the Ganyu banner. I think you've already told me about this. But like, at the end, at the end of the song,
afraid to make mistakes.
the singer
It's all part
realizes
of the
that they'll build the Chi-Chi. Cause they could. Or rather, cause they should. You pulled a Chi-Chi, you have no more Primo Gems, you feel bad, but you realize in the end, now that you have the Chi-Chi, you should build the Chi-Chi. Not necessarily because she's good or bad or anything, but just out of principle. You should at least build the Chi-Chi. I've got my Chi-Chi right now at level 70, level 60.
2.
I do at some point want to get her to level 70, just to start off with. Right now I've just been busy with all sorts of other shenanigans. But yes, you could potentially use Chi-Chi very proactively for the purposes of Liyue gathering shenanigans. Yes, absolutely. In much the same way that Kategari has this particular passive, but for Sumeru, yeah, it's a very useful passive to be able to figure out like where all the useful shit is. Yeah, it is a really good passive. Yeah. Who has this passive for Mondstadt? Claire? Ah, okay.
Astra.
Okay, knowing that Catherine's probably gonna get murked in 3.1.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Thank you, Catherine.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Why do you call her Claire? So apparently, her name is meant to be sort of German.
Abyssosk.
We say Klee because obviously we read that name and we think Klee, but apparently in German it is actually less like Klee and more like Claire. And if you and I'm basing this off a German streamer who was like sort of cringing at how people are calling some of the German names, like everything that Fischl says when she says the Prinzessin der Vierteln. When she says, "I am the Prinzessin der Vierteln," or something like that, right? I speak German. So you still call her Klee? Interesting. Okay, well I'm basing it off one German speaker. But if you call her Klee, then I'll base it off your German speaking. I don't know. It's more like Clay. Oh, okay. Okay, my mistake. I've been calling her Claire the entire time, but it's actually more like Clay. Okay, then yeah, Clay. That's the name I'm trying to aim for then. But like, it was like you hear Fischl say her lines. "I am the Prinzessin der Vierteln," and you're like, no, you're not. "I am the Prinzessin der Vierteln," or something like that, right? Sounds a lot better than Claire. Yeah, fair enough. Then Clay it is. I'll have to remember that. You know, or like whenever they talk during 2.8, when they're talking about like, "Welcome to the Immernachtreich," and I'm like, Immernachtreich?
If you press a
Isn't it Immernachtreich
sheets of paper,
or something like
you
that?
can make an attractive
Isn't it like more like
bookmark.
Isn't it more like that? You made the Germans more cringe, more cringe. Yeah, as a Chinese Australian, I made the Germans more cringe. The Germans made themselves super duper cringe during the 40s, my dude. We don't have to do a whole lot. I'm sorry. But yeah.
Huh?
I heard that it's mispronounced to say... Yeah. So apparently, okay, so for those who don't know, apparently the way that they pronounce it, Immernachtreich, Immer Nacht Reich, or however they're saying, right? Apparently it means, like, night of 1,000 nakedness, or night of 1,000 nudity, or something like that. And she was told to say it like that. Yeah, apparently. The way that she's trying to say it, I think is supposed to be like night of 1,000... No, sorry, something of 1,000 nights, I think, or something like that. But the way she's saying it is something of 1,000 nudity. Is that correct? It's something along that lines. It's kind of scuffed. Night of 1,000 dreams. Thank you. So instead of night of 1,000 dreams, it's night of 1,000 nudes. Correct? Immenachreich is supposed to be night of 1,000 dreams. However you're supposed to pronounce it. But she's saying Immenachreich or something like that, which ends up being night of 1,000 nudes. You know what that reminds me of? So, okay, let me just full screen my webcam for this. Okay, so chat. This might not be the case in every single bit of sign language that you come across, every single version of sign language that we come across. But in Australia, the sign language that we use is apparently called Aus slang. Apparently that's what the sign language is called. Okay? In this... Oh, no, sorry. I'm not talking about Aus slang, actually. I'm talking about UK sign language, which apparently is a little bit different to Australian sign language, American sign language, etc, etc, etc. Okay, cool. So, there is a sign that I think means policeman, or something along those lines. This is the sign for policeman. Okay,
Night of
chat?
1,000 nudes.
Night of 1,000 nudes. Okay, thank you. Yeah, this is the sign for policeman in UK sign language, apparently. Right? And the way it is, and the way you understand that is that you think of their hat with the strap. This is the strap. It's the strap of their hat. It's a sign of a policeman, right? So that's the British UK. That's the UK sign for policeman. I know how to say broke bitch in sign language. Nice. You got to show me that one day. So that's how you do that, okay? Chat. If I were to move this, if I were to move my hand like this, what do you think this means? This is a totally different sign. This means policeman. What could this mean? Would anyone like to care a guess? Dead. No. No. This means policeman. What does this mean? Nobody knows.
Press a leaf between dry sheets.
Nobody knows. Okay.
Make an attractive and handy bookmark.
This means policeman. This means lesbian. As in, two legs, you put your mouth between them, and you do what you do. Let's just leave it at that. Policeman. Lesbian. What if it's a lesbian policeman?
Don't be afraid to make
You either call them a lesbian
learning
or a
process.
policeman. Do you stop? You probably do this. I don't know, because like when you see people like signing, or well, I mean, you probably don't worry about the fact that they're a lesbian and more about the fact that they're a policeman. It's probably more important. But if you're like really trying to explain like they are, I don't know what the sign is for they are a lesbian policeman, they might do that. I don't know, because a lot of sign language apparently is less to do with like signing every single word in the sentence. I just realized I did that, and I could have just said grab all the tits and run. It's less to do with signing all of the words, and more about like signing key words so that they generally understand the story of what you're trying to say. And don't take any of my crazy arm movements as any sign languages, because I have no idea how to sign language at all. I do want to learn someday. I think it's a fascinating language. That is absolutely worth checking out and understanding, so that it's a great way to potentially potentially talk with other people. But generally speaking, is there an Oceania server in Genshin? Yeah. Yeah, there is. Well, no, not really. There's no Oceania server. I'm on NA. There's no SEA, there's nothing like that. The closest we have is NA, I think. Well, actually, technically, the closest we have is Asia. But last time I logged into an Asian server or some description, I had worse lag, so fuck that.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all part of the learning
I have an
process.
EU account. Yeah, well, rip. Yeah, I'm running on a... I just play on an NA account using NA servers and all that jazz. It just is what it is. But yeah, that's how that shit works out. Yeah, sometimes when you accidentally mispronounce something or mistranslate something, it can get real weird real quickly. Okay, so I gotta do my requests and bounties today. But in the meantime, let's go and play around with the event. Ah! What? The event is not out to- Oh, really? So, when this rolls over, it's going to say... It's going to be available, but then this is going to say a day. And then the day after, it's going to start to... Oh. Because when it's talking about days, it's always... It always rounds down. So it's actually not even a day. 2-day time gates? Ah, boo. Okay. Well, I was watching a video of someone doing, child delusion shenanigans on this, on the event for the first bit, and I want to try that out. I want to see if I can do child delusion shenanigans, but with, like, Lisa as the backup. See how it goes. Yeah, when it says a day, what they actually mean is... Yeah. Oh, that's a bit shit! Okay, let's see how this works. You know, for the longest time, I didn't understand how the scoring system worked. So I actually thought that, like, I wasn't doing that well to begin with. Turns out I was actually doing perfectly fine. Yeah, turns out I was actually doing perfectly fine. Every time I get the medal, I'm like, oh man, why am I still in bronze mode, man? That sucks. But then it turns out that, like, I wasn't actually in bronze mode. I was actually in platinum mode.
Following up. The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds come. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Okay, why is my child delusion not as good as their child delusion? What stories, passives I need to see? Want to see if I should level them up? I'll have a look at the passives in a sec. Okay.
You can run, but you can't hide. Fallen leaves adorn my one with nature.
You're in for a little shock. Let's spark things up.
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud. You're mine. Shouldn't let your guard down.
Can't tell if it's just because my child is nowhere near strong enough,
Boy,
or if there's like something I'm generally missing.
surrender and
Where do you think you one with nature? Clouds high. The birds time to go. Riptide. Patience.
That wasn't as That wasn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be. Food buffs? I don't think you can use food buffs here. Am I using Viridis and Venera? Yeah, I'm using Viridis and Venera.
No time.
Oh, sorry, Viridis and Hunt. I am using Viridis and Hunt. Wait, am I not using Viridis and Hunt? I think you're using Hunter's bow. I don't think so. I wouldn't have moved Viridis and Hunt off him for someone else. No, I'm using Viridis and Hunt.
You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
Yeah, maybe instead of Lisa, I use Beidou. Or I put the thing even further forward. Maybe that's it. I need to put my lantern further forward.
Feeling lucky today. Nature.
You've been a naughty boy.
You're mine.
Oh, that's more like it. That's more like it. That's more like it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, boys.
Your guard down. Into the wind.
Surrender and I'll be gentle. You're in for a little.
That's close enough.
Aw. Gee, it would be nice to have Riptide back.
The wind knows me.
You're in for a little shock. Let's spark things up a little.
Hang on.
You can run, but you can't. Into the wind. Time to go.
Yeah, no, this feels weird. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something. Think you need more hydro application? Is it the more hydro application that I need? Because I've seen, so like the way I saw it before. Someone used Ganyu. Someone was using Shangling. I was hoping that I could make it happen with Lisa. I mean, Benny was also part of it. I prefer not to use Benny, but if necessary, then fuck it, I'll use Benny. Let's see. You know what I don't like about this event? The fact that I basically have to like remake the team whenever the idea of changing it up comes up. Like I basically have to remake the team again, which is a bit shit. We'll start with Tartaggles. We'll start with Tart, Benjamin. Tart, Benjamin, Kaz. I mean, if you could... Alright, see ya, Wolflet. I mean, if you could do it with... Beidou does seem like a good choice. Tatalia's German name is Schuss. Schuss? Is that his name in German? Interesting. Okay. Maybe instead of Beidou, I'll go Raiden. No. When then, whose name are we speaking in German? Oh, okay. See you, mate.
Shine down. Teamwork is dreamwork.
One with nature, as one with wind and cloud. Riptide.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Tidal wave.
Oh, that's that. That ain't how you do it. No shot. It's Juicy Baka. What? Oh, I think they start off with their ult. Start off with your ult.
Going in!
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves. Adorn my
Illusion shattered!
You're mine. Brace yourself. This is gonna hurt. Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up!
Where do you think you're going?
Hello, there it is in hand. Hello. Nah, never mind. I hate this. Also, what is this team? I'm just trying to do child delusion shenanigans, but evidently I'm nowhere near good enough at using child. Nor do I even know how to use child really to be able to do this. Let's just move on. Like when I did it last night, I basically did like because I'm just trying to get as many points as possible, we kind of just forego the idea of like using who you like and instead just do like hyper bullshit. So hyper bullshit. Poor guy, you have so many 5-star bows and he's still using 4-star. It's because a 4-star is like really good on him.
There is no escape!
Time to go. One with nature.
To apply!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my
Quietly now. Gotcha! Things are about to get dicey. Storm the front!
enough.
Now you shall perish!
Happy to oblige.
Shine down!
The wind knows me. Clouds high. That's birds high.
Quietly now. Gotcha! Game's up! Game's over! No turning back! Torn to oblivion! Illusion shattered!
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Here comes the catch! Quiver! Storm the front! Inazuma shines eternal!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
Busted! Things are about to get dicey. Quietly now. Flash! Glory to the Shogun! Torn to oblivion!
Oh my god, why are they there?
Shine down!
One with nature. As one with wind and cloud.
Game's up! Fun's over! Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds call.
Things are about to get dicey. Storm the front! Now you shall perish!
Where are they? And then for here, I just basically did mono pyro. I fucked up my sleep schedule again. Again? How did you screw it up this time?
Everybody stand back!
As one with wind and cloud.
You're toast! Time for your arraignment! I'm going in! Nice and spicy!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Let's light it up!
The wind knows me.
Everybody stand back! compel. Teamwork is trick. Eat this. Booba, get them.
As one with wind and cloud.
Incinerate. I'm going in.
Clouds high. The birds come.
What's
You're toast. Nice and spicy.
The wind knows
Teamwork is dreamwork.
fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Time for your arraignment. The room.
Yes, I've forgotten to use the, I have totally forgotten to use the, buffs. But since I've forgotten to use the buffs, I'm not gonna start using them now. Oh, you know what I should've... that wasn't the spell. Okay, you know what? Fuck, I'm gonna start using the buffs. I was playing Warframe till like 3 o'clock in the morning with my friends was enough to screw it up. Oh, dude, I've been there before. Remember when 3.0 first came out and we were going through the R&R Shenanigans? On a work day? And ended up going to sleep at 3 AM because I was streaming all the way until like 2:30? Hey Tatsumi, how's it going? Wasn't even there for the 3.0 streams. Ah, rip. Well, yeah, I basically streamed for a long ass time those nights.
One with wind and cloud.
Here comes the catch. No turning back. Torn to oblivion. Illusion shattered.
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds come.
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
Oh, welcome back.
Glory to the Shogun! Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
As one with wind and cloud.
So doing well so far in uni. That's good.
Flash! Storm the front! Torn to oblivion!
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds
Game's up! Fun's over! Quiver!
Killjoy!
Glory to the Shogun! Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered! Flash!
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
Things are about to get dicey. Storm the front! Inazuma shines eternal!
Sorry guys, I can't read chat right now while I'm too busy sort of paying attention to what's going on here.
There is no escape!
Killjoy! We've only just
Clouds high. The birds
Here comes the catch!
Still getting used to the new environment.
No turning back!
Yeah, fair enough.
Perish!
Okay.
Everybody stand back!
as one with wind and cloud.
You're toast! At the right inadmissible evidence! Motion to compel! Booba, get them!
The wind knows me.
Boom, boom! I'm going in!
Clouds high. The birds come. Into the wind.
Eat this! Incinerate! Heavenly flame! Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Oh, bloody hell.
One with wind and cloud.
Out of the right hand, motion to compel.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves.
Invisible evidence. You're in toast. Teamwork is dreamwork.
One with nature. One with wind and cloud.
Balloon. Let's light it up! At the frying pan, everybody stand back! Wrap up the flame!
320 primo gems for a 10 pull then. Oh yeah. Gotta remove all of them. Put Yalan here. Okay, let's go. I hate having so much Stardust and not being able to use it on pulls.
Try not to enjoy this.
Game's up! Time's over! Glory to the Shogun!
At least you have primo gem. At least you have Stardust to use it on pulls.
Illusion shattered! Quietly now.
Surrender and all this.
Things are about to get dicey. Storm the front! Now you shall perish!
You've been a naughty boy. Try not to enjoy.
Busted! Game's up! Time's over! Glory to the Shogun! There is no escape! Torn to oblivion! Transcend all constraints! Gotcha!
Okay, in hindsight, maybe I should have brought a healer.
Surrender and allegiance.
Things are about to get dicey. No turning back! Now you shall perish!
Okay, yep, in hindsight, I should have brought a healer.
You've been a naughty boy. Let's spark things up.
How was it?
Dang it. Dang it. I don't know if I could actually... Would I have actually beaten my 16k score? I guess is the big question. Would I have actually beaten my 16k score?
Shine down!
That's
Happy
following
to
us.
oblige!
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds up.
Game's up! Fun's over! Storm the front! Torn to oblivion! There is no escape!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Things are about to get dicey. Inazuma shines eternal!
Time to get this. One with wind and cloud.
Here comes the catch. Glory to the Shogun! Now you shall perish!
with nature. Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey. Quiver! Inazuma shines eternal!
Time to go to work.
Illusion shattered!
The wind knows me. That's one with...
Here comes the cash! No turning back! Now you shall perish!
Hello, where are you?
Shine down!
Time to go to work. Fallen leaves.
Strike! Illusion shattered!
Okay. I really feel like... No, I feel like Mono Pyro is just not the right idea. I feel like some sort of like weird overload comp, but not really overload comp is the way to go. Instead of using Yanfei, I probably would be better off just using Raiden. Like, Raiden is just so good. Like, A is just so freaking strong in everything. With the exception of, like, Electro Slimes. To the point where, like, even if it's, like, Spiral Abyss and I come across an Electro Lava Shell, I'm like, yeah, I'll fight it with A. Like, I don't care. I'll fight it with my Electro team, and I'll destroy it. Because for some reason, like, it's just so strong. Where's Benny? Okay, let's just wait for my E to go off cooldown.
No, it's...
Into the wind. Clouds high.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered!
One with nature.
Everybody stand back!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Eat this! Boba, get them! Inazuma shines eternal! With teamwork is dream!
The wind knows me. As one with wind and cloud.
Nice and spicy! Hey, torn to oblivion! Shine down! Everybody stand back!
Clouds high. The birds
Oh,
call. Wind strider.
that's better.
Now you shall perish!
Where are you?
Illusion shattered! Teamwork is dreamwork!
As one with wind and cloud.
Boba, get them! Inazuma shines eternal!
Clouds high.
Into the fire!
Okay, can't use a healer here. Sorry, I gotta use a healer here, apparently. Okay, Kokomi, どこだ? Actually, should I bring Kokomi or should I bring Yalan? Or should I bring Jean? I think Jean might be the play. Jean, where are you? I think, yeah, Jean's the play. You're better off to just like...
Shine down! Game's up! Glory to to oblivion.
Instant heals.
I swear by my sword. Busted. Gotcha. Here comes the catch. Flash! No turning back! Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape! Wind, hear me! Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey. Shine down! Quiver! Storm the front! Torn to oblivion!
Bloody hell.
Illusion shattered!
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Swear by my sword! Busted! Quietly now. Game's up! Karma's over! Glory to the Shogun! Now you shall perish! Shine down! Wait, hear me! Busted! Things are about to get dicey. Strike! Storm the front! Torn to oblivion!
Oh, perfect timing on the music.
Illusion shattered! I swear by my sword! Game's up! Karma's over! Quiver! No turning back!
Ah, didn't get enough. Damn. Oh, anyway. Looks like that's about the upper limit of my account. Whatever. Ah, whatever. I'm surprised the first couple of days there's no I'm surprised the first couple of versions of this event there's no Dendro related buffs. You'd think that like we're in the Dendro place, we're doing events in the Dendro Nation, but there's no Dendro buffs related in those in this particular event. Like that seems highly unusual. Like, highly unusual. Okay, let's move on. Ulflid, if you're still with us, I think you were asking about, Dory talents? So, Dory's first passive. After a character connected to her ult, triggers an electro charge superconductor. Basically, when a character connected to Dory's ult triggers an electro reaction of some description, which is all of the ones that are written there. Dory's special ability has a 1 second cooldown decrease, which is actually pretty nice. Can be triggered once every 3 seconds. So basically, every 3 seconds, if someone attached to her ult reacts with electro in some way, shape, or form, or is electro and reacts with something in some way, shape, or form, her special ability has a 1 second cooldown decrease. So that's actually pretty nice. The other one is compound interest. When Dory's special ability hits... Wait, hold on. When Dory's special ability hits an opponent, she gets 5 energy back for every 100% energy recharge possessed. Per Spirit Warding Lab. So every time she uses her special, she can only get energy back once. So it's not like each bomb that comes from her special ability will give her energy. No, it's just one hit will give her back energy, up to 15 energy. So that's why like building a lot of energy on her is sometimes a good idea. Like I've got 229% energy on her. So basically, when I drop her special ability, I get 10 energy back for free. It's like 10 point... It's actually like 11 energy for free. So that's pretty good. That being said, some people have speculated that if your Dory has around about 160, 170 energy thereabouts, 160%, 170% energy thereabouts, that should be enough to get her ult back off cooldown.
Get the
Sure, I guess. But you know, it is what it is. I'd rather just overcap on energy anyway because I'm not going to use her because I need her mainly for two things. One, providing energy for the team, and two, providing healing for the team. And in order to do that, she needs her ult. So I would rather just like overcap the energy requirements for her ult and then just move on because I'm not using her for DPS, I'm not using her for that kind of shenanigans. It's just provide energy, provide healing. That's about it. I haven't even built a whole lot of EM on her. I should probably build EM on her and use her like as a... I could potentially then use her as like a hyper bloomer. That could be pretty nice. Because she's actually pretty easy to use hyper bloom with. Because even though her Ginny, like even though the link between her and her lamp has an ICD that is very, very slow, hyper bloom doesn't care about your ICD because you only need to hit it once. You don't need to hit the thing twice. And because of the way that ICDs actually work, it means that like as long as you hit it once with electro, as long as you apply electro once, which you always will the first time,
I hear everything.
that'll do the trick.
Now you're testing my patience.
The low ICD of her link only means that she can't really be effective for
such a brute.
aggravate shenanigans. But for hyper bloom shenanigans, she's fine. At some point I'll probably get around to building her hyper bloom. And then basically the way it works is that you just basically run around while linked to her. While you're linked to the lamp, you just start running around. And that should do the trick. It also means that like you could that's why I feel like you could potentially use Candace Dory and some sort of Candace Dory and some off-field Dendro MC, and she could be like a one woman
Now, emerge right here.
like a one woman hyper blue machine
Blitz. Try not to interrupt.
I'll uproot you.
because of that hydro infusion.
Now you're
Or even better,
Emerge right now.
depending on what Candace's ult energy requirements are, you could potentially just turn Candace into a one woman hyper blue machine, which could be pretty fun. I do want to try that out. Or even better, you just turn Dendro MC into a one woman hyper blue machine. Like that, I think that's the idea that the Hydro Infuse... I think that's Hoyoverse's intention for the Hydro Bloom. Hydro Infusion. I think some people were looking at Candace's kit and were thinking like, oh crap, she does Hydro Infusion? Well, that's not going to be all that useful. But Hydro Infusion can be helpful. It's like, yeah, like, why would you use Candace instead of Xingqiu? Well, reason number one, she's hot.
Right now, emerge.
let's end this now.
Surrender and be.
That's it.
Now you're testing my patience.
Right now, emerge right here.
Enshroud.
Marklock, hey, how's it going? But yeah, that's why I want to get Candace. I think she's going to be very interesting. I think she can turn Dendro MC into a one woman hyper blue machine. You're lagging. Oh no! Is that why everyone decided to just jump out? Like, it's weird. Sometimes like everyone just suddenly disappears, and I'm like, did I offend everyone, or
Keep up.
like what's happening?
Right now. Emerge. Let's sweeten the deal.
You're in for a little shock.
Ah,
I hear everything.
I'm getting sick. Nothing lasts forever. Right now.
Come a little closer.
I think I should. I'm learning how to play a fighting game. Which one? I'm familiar with Tekken and to some extent Street Fighter, but mainly because of Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Speaking of which, it was supposed to be a Tekken Cross Street Fighter, and we never heard about it ever since. Street Fighter Cross Tekken was fine. I guess it just didn't do as well as they were hoping, so they kind of just said fuck it. But there was supposed to be a Tekken Cross Street Fighter at some point. Oh yeah, how does Dory work? Oh my god, okay. Okay. Dory is a rather straightforward character, okay? She works pretty well. I don't get her ult at all. Oh, it's actually very straightforward. So... Okay, so this is... Okay, so keep an eye on the bottom right-hand corner. I'm going to use Lisa's lantern, right? So I'm going to use Lisa's lantern. Okay, now just look at Lisa's lantern. Look at Lisa's ult counter. It is just growing, right? It's growing, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing. Right? That is basically how Dory's ult works.
Let's nip that in the bud.
It just like
Emerge.
gives energy to whoever has the link.
Send this now.
Come a little closer.
That guy just jumped straight over me.
Gotcha.
So it's basically battery and heal. Yeah, yeah. Just think of her as the Raiden Shogun who can heal.
See?
There was a if Raiden Shogun could heal, she would be beyond overpowered. But yeah, just think of her as the Raiden Shogun who can heal. But Raiden Shogun has better battery. Like Raiden Shogun is a better battery, but can't heal. She can battery the entire team. Dory is capable of only battering one character at a time. So that is one of her fundamental flaws, if you will, compared to A. But of course, she can't be better than A because A is literally an Archon. And she is the Archon of just providing energy. She is the god of providing energy for your team. So she will always be the better battery, so it is what it is. A. No, EI. A. Her name is A. Or I guess in Japanese, A. EI. Yes, EI. A. I don't call her Raiden Shogun because I'm already friendship level 10 with her, so she's A. Raiden Shogun refers to the puppet that runs Inazuma in her stead. But since we've A. helped A. see the world for what it is now, and B. help A. come to terms and move on from the fact that her sister passed away, and now she is learning to live with that for a change. She is no longer the Raiden Shogun. She is A. English is a weird language. Indeed so. No, this is actually a Japanese name. So if anything, you could say that Japanese is a bit of a weird language, which is true. It's just true. Every language is weird in its own special way. But yeah, so Dory... Yeah, so basically Dory is able to provide energy for one specific character at a time, every few seconds. Every like 1 or 2 seconds, the character who is attached to the lamp, the character who has the link, will first get a giant heal, and then also get some energy. Like almost 3 energy. The build I have on her, did you know in Filipino, cake is also pronounced as cake and spelled as cake? Oh wow, okay, well there we go.
Oh, fine.
I would I will probably hear the word cake in Filipino and think that they're talking about something else at that point. So the way I've built her, Fav Greatsword seems to be really, really good on her. And this is for a multitude of reasons. The thing about Dory is that when you use her special ability, see how it shoots out 3 bombs afterwards? So this attack attacks 4 times. So that basically means that in order to get Fav Great to work, all you need is 1 crit. And when your special ability attacks 4 times, that's 4 chances that you only need 1 of them to crit. Which basically means, even though I'm using a crit rate hat right now, I could very well run a healing hat, and I might be fine. Although at 20%, I mean, sort of playing with fire here. I mean, let's find out. Now, I have C1. I got that last night. I have C1. So, if you don't have C1, Mark Luck, then yours is only going to shoot out 3 hits instead of 4.
That's close enough.
Okay, there we go. 20%, 4 of them, and no crits, which is a bit sag, you know? So I think in the end, still putting in a bit of crit rate is probably the right idea. Ah, there we go. Right? There we go.
No more.
That's 1 crit. All I need is 1 crit. Oh, another crit. But yeah, there we go. So that's basically why Fav Great does seem like it's really, really good. Alternatively, Sack Great is also fine. But the reason why I think Sack Great is probably not the right idea compared to Fav Great is because Fav Great, well, 2 reasons. Number 1, Fav Great provides energy for the entire team. More energy for Dory, less energy for everyone else. It's white particles, which basically are universal particles.
With enough more.
Or you could use it on, you could like trigger the crit with Dory and then swap to the character who needs energy. So there's 2 ways you can use Fav Great to make it really, really good for Dory and her team. But the other thing as well is that Dory's special only provides 2 electro particles. So, like, no matter what, if I were to use Dory's special twice, Kategari is 100% getting screwed. But that's fine, because Kategari doesn't really need a whole lot of energy. Have you heard her Japanese song? Yep. Yep, I have. I'm not a huge fan of the Japanese voice for Dory. I'm just going to say that right now. That's not necessarily because of the Japanese song. It's just that I find her Japanese voice to be a little bit doesn't really fit well with Dory. Like, I look at Dory and I look at Dory, I listen to the Japanese voice, just the entirety of the Japanese voice, and like her voice lines when she's attacking and all that stuff, and I'm like, just feels a bit too fast. I feel like Dory's speech pattern feels more natural in her English voice compared to her Japanese voice. Like, let's listen to her Japanese voice when she's actually attacking. Like, it just sounds like she's speaking too quickly. She's trying to cram in too many words. You're shooting a giant lamb. I feel like you don't need to be saying that many words. Now, of course, this might just be a limitation of Japanese. Like, the sound of her voice, hi! That sound, that's fine. I think that fits with her character. But like, the way that she's like when she drops her off, she's like, Mahoniansu! Or something like that, or like some other stuff. I don't know, it just sounds like she's cramming in too many words. So I feel like her English voice is just much more, it just fits much more with her character.
Oh, fine.
Also, her English voice actor does pop off as well. Dory's passive. So so you weren't actually here when I was talking about it. So Dory's A1 is very simply, if the character that is currently being healed and given energy by her ultimate triggers some sort of an electro reaction in some way, shape, or form, Dory's special ability gets a 1-second cooldown reduction. And then the second passive is whenever Dory uses her special ability, so long as it hits something, she gets 5 energy back for every 100% energy recharge she has. So because I have around about 230% energy regeneration, I get like 10 energy back. So that's pretty useful. So yeah, and so that's why like Dory is basically a healer battery. So like people would say like, oh, why would you use Dory when you could use Fischl? Because Fischl can't because Fischl can't heal.
Here's the goods.
Take that!
Oh. But yeah, it's that simple.
Tricks up your sleeve!
Like, why would I use Fischl? Why would I use Fischl if Fischl can't heal? Dory can heal. Boom, there it is.
One with the force.
Like, yeah, Dory has... Fischl has her advantages over Dory. 100%. You can't use TOM on Fischl... of Dory, rather. You can't use Tom on Dory, for example. That's one thing. So if you want to, like... If you want to have, like, constant attack bonuses... If you want to have a constant attack boost... Fischl's the key. Fischl over Dory, 100%. Right? If we're talking about like purely gameplay purposes, Fischl over Dory if you want to have attack bonuses. Because Fischl can provide Tom constantly. For those who don't know, Tom is Tenacity of Millilith. I'm running a Tom Fischl right now, right? Dory on the other hand, heals and provides energy, tons of energy. And I feel like that's exactly what I want in my Electro teams.
Right here, right now, right here.
Enshroud.
A sight to behold.
Like for example, I'm using an energy hungry character like Yaimiko. Let's just wait for the lamp. Ah. Okay. I didn't get the crit out because the thing died too early. But like, look at that. In one, like I used my ult like what, 10 seconds ago? And it's almost back. If I was using A, yeah, her ult would actually be back. Because A is a far superior battery. But A is also a 5-star. And she can't heal. What about Kuki? Kuki is not a battery last I checked. And also, like, one of the things about Kuki is that Kuki sacrifices a lot of her health in order to start healing her allies, which basically means that if Kuki wants to not die, she Kuki actively puts herself in a dangerous position where she could end up dying. Whereas Dory doesn't sacrifice her health. All Dory needs, like, Dory's on-field time is at the very most using her E, using her Q, and then swap out. That's it. And then everyone is being healed. You know? It's healer tower without the damage. Yeah, exactly, right? But, that being said, what Kuki excels at over Dory is that Kuki generally wants to be built with EM, and Kuki gets a lot more bonus out of EM, which does make Kuki a better Hyper Bloom healer than Dory. That being said, you can still build Dory with a ton of EM if you feel like it, and then who the fuck knows? I mean, that's why I want to try. I want to try Dendro MC Hyper Bloom driver with Candace. I want to get Candace. Then I want to run Dory, Candace, and Dendro MC. Have Dendro MC basically provide the blooms through her normal attacks, but then also get energy through Dory, or have Candace get energy through Dory, like whoever's ult costs more. I want them to get energy. It's probably going to have to be Candace. I'm probably going to need Candace to be the driver, because there's no such thing as a... Well, there's Fav Lance, but there's no such thing as Sack Lance.
Most humans
I don't know. I'm kind of figuring it out myself.
Lives chronicled in but
But yeah, I might actually... No, fuck it. I might actually go for Candace. Candace on field, because... Well, Candace's normal attacks look pretty fucking sweet, actually. Have you guys seen her normal attacks? Candace's normal attacks look pretty freaking dope. So yeah, I might go for her. Intro MC is a bit boring with regards to normal attacks, let's be real here. So yeah. But I wanna try and make that happen. Dude, no, like Candace is pretty cool. Yeah, Candace is real cool, hey. So yeah, that's the idea. Dory, I don't know if Dory heals more than Cookie as well. Because Dory heals off HP. Right? Right? So Dory's healing is 10% HP plus 1000. Which is pretty, which means like you build Dory as a tank. My Dory has 29k health. You can't see it because my camera and shit's blocking it, but my Dory has 28k health, 29k health. How does Cookie's healing scale? Is it scaled off EM? I don't remember.
Huh? Ta-da! Nope. Oh, fine.
The Dory has 69 HP. How the hell did you manage to do that? I don't know. I don't actually know Cookie's kit. So let me have a look. Cookie Shinobu. Okay, let's have a look at her talents. Okay, so we're looking at her her special ability. I guess one thing that's good about Cookie as well is that she heals entirely from her special ability, and apparently her special ability I think has 100% uptime. Is that correct? Sorry, not 100% uptime. Has almost 100% uptime, which is pretty good. Like, that is actually really, really nice. Oh! Cookie heals off HP. Oh. Ay, ay, ay.
With enough Mora, you can afford to do anything. Even take on the
5.4, wait, at level 10, it's 5.4% max HP plus 600. As opposed to Dory, who at level 8 is 10% plus 1000, plus 1200. So Dory just massively out-heals Cookie. Like, just straight up. She leveled up to 3 from killing mobs. Nice! Yeah, okay, so Cookie just straight up doesn't heal nearly as much as Dory, number one. So, if you're dying, you're probably dying because Cookie's not healing you enough. Right? Or if you're nearly dead, Cookie's not going to heal you fast enough, probably. Wait, so why does she... So she's... Oh, and she's... Oh, okay, so Cookie kind of, split scales. Sanctifying Rings abilities. Okay, here we go. Healing amount will be increased by 75% of EM. Oh, that's not a lot, though. That's actually not a lot. Because how much EM does a Cookie normally have? I mean, for example, I'm really trying to get a bunch of EM with Kategari, and I'm only at 300. Does Cookie ascend with EM? Nope, she ascends with HP. Okay. So Cookie and Dory both ascend with HP, so we're not going to worry about that. I've only managed to get 300 EM on Kategari, but that's of course, you know, Kategari's being a DPS character, fair enough. Okay, let's say that like your Dory somehow has as much EM as my Kaz, 720. So what's that? 75% of EM is 400 and something. 75% of this EM is around about 400 and something. No. Bit more than 500 and something. More like 600 and something. So at level 10, that'll bring it up to 5.4% max HP. Plus like a bit more than 1,200. Meanwhile, Dory at level 8 is already... Right. Dory at level 8 is already 10% max HP plus 1,200. Like... Yeah, Cookie just doesn't heal enough, but her healing ring does have a lower cooldown, 15 seconds instead of 20, so that could be pretty good. But I think that's the jump. I think in the end, like, I think in the end Dory heals a bit better, and she provides energy. But you normally don't build Dory with EM, so she's not necessarily a hyper bloomer. Some people were thinking like, oh, Dory's Dory's ICDs are completely scuffed. She's got the 0 hit. She's got the no hit rule. Instead, it's just once every 3.5 seconds or something like that. Which is normally shit, but that's only shit if you're trying to do aggravate Dory. Which I don't really think is a thing.
Merge, right here.
Like, yeah, I'm playing Dory in an aggravate team, but not to aggravate Dory.
Everything.
Just to aggravate everyone else. Like, her role is not to do damage. Her role is to just be a battery healer. That's all I need her to be. If I do end up getting C6 Dory, then we can start looking at options. Then we can start playing, I'm in the process of building a Sinnoh. I'm trying to build a Sinnoh. And this is going to help. Sort of. I am trying to build a Sinnoh. Sorry, I'm trying to build a Senno. I think that's going to help. I think Gilded Dreams is probably going to be the way to go for me with Senno. So right now I'm just trying to figure it out. I have some pretty good pieces already to go for Senno. This cup could be a solution. Obviously because right now I have 5 pieces ready to go for Senno. Ooh, EM. Okay. I'm not particularly against the idea of getting just crit rate and EM. Because Senno ascends with crit damage, so he's going to have, I think, 40% crit damage right from the jump. So that's... Sorry, plus 40% crit damage, what am I saying? Crit rate, nice! Yeah, he's going to have plus 40% crit damage right from the jump. So that's going to be very helpful. EM. Okay, I'll take it. Somehow I've managed to dodge the 2 defense rolls. Ah, dang it! Okay, abandoned ship. I friggin' jinxed it.
Into other worlds is all that anyone seems to be right.
I friggin' jinxed it, dude. But yeah. Gilded Dreams is probably going to be the way I want to play Senno. That being said, I hear that Thundering Fury is pretty good on Senno as well. I don't know, man. I'm like a handful of pieces away from having a... I'm like 1 or 2 pieces away from having a decent Thundering Fury set on him as well, so... I don't know. I don't know, no, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
You are not welcome.
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. One with nature.
The hunt is on.
What? Pa! Thank you. That was very violent. Oh yeah, hey Marklock, are you gonna try and get Nilu as well? The great irony for me right now is I'm kind of waiting for 2.5. 2.5, sorry, 3.5, which is allegedly when Al Hytham's coming out. Because, like, the whole plan is to get Dory in 20 pulls. Okay, here's the thing, right? This is so weird. 3.0, I want to get Tignati. 3.0 Part 2, I want to get Dory. 3.1, I want to get Senno, I want to get Candace. 3.1 second half, I definitely do actually want to get Nilu. 3.2, I absolutely want to get Naida. And there's apparently a rumor that 3.2 second half is going to be the Yaimiko rerun. I've got to get Yaimiko rerun, obviously. Right? Which means just the first 3 updates to this game for Sumeru, I'm just constantly spending. I don't have any reprieve. And then what's happening in 3.3? I don't know. Apparently Daya might be showing up. Have you ever hit over 200k with Aloy? Yep. 213k is my current maximum, I think, or 230k. I can't remember. 230k, I think. It was in the and it was in this domain. It was in the Lost Valley domain, which is it's the domain for the Echoes and the Vermilion set. I hit 213k there, trying to do damage per screenshot memes. So like, is Daya showing up in 3.3? I don't know, but if she's showing up, I mean, let's see what her kit is. But I get the feeling I'm gonna want her.
Hi,
And then
everyone.
3.4 comes out and like, what? Raiden Shogun rerun?
I will have British
Fuck!
money. I am going out of the starter
Yeah?
kit. Should
And so
be
I was like-
able
I'm
to
like-
make
I'm like
it to the
waiting. I'm
dungeon
trying to
dance
figure
without
out,
get
like-
how to look while now, but it will.
Yeah, I know, right? So I'm trying to figure out, like, at what point will I finally be able to look at the banners for Sumeru and be like, not spending a dime, bitches! Not spending a dime. Like, I feel like it's gonna be 3.5 when Al-Hytham comes out. I don't really know if I want to get Al-Hytham. Like, I don't feel anything for him right now. And he's a sword character, which makes it even more difficult for me to like have any real desire for him at all. We'll see, we'll see, but I just don't think he's the guy for me. Eula and Raiden are having a rerun together. Awesome! Then I'm only going to be spending on Raiden. Fuck that. I'm not getting Eula. I don't really care for Eula. I don't really care to get Eula constellations. I like Eula. Eula's really cool. I just don't care to get her constellations at all. But Raiden, I feel like I gotta get Raiden. Like, I feel like I'm compelled to get Raiden constellations. 1 per rerun. Which is not healthy.
Busted. Here comes the catch. Ever seen one of these?
I don't have Eula or Raiden. Would you like me to recommend whether... Oh, you need both? Okay, well then good luck, buddy. Good luck, brother. Good luck, brother. Yeah. Which should I get first? Okay. So, you're trying to figure out who you want to get first. Do you want to get Eula first? Or do you want to get Raiden first? Do you want to get A first? If you ask me, as an Electro main, I would recommend A first. Now let me explain. No, Eula doesn't suck. Eula is fantastic in the right hands. Eula is fantastic. Now let me explain why I would still recommend going for A first. First off, A is a much more universal character. You can basically stick A in any team and she will have a ton of value. Why? Because like Dory, she is a battery. Except unlike Dory, she is a massive battery who gives energy for the entire team. When you drop her ult and you start hacking and slashing at everyone in your team gets energy back. That's how Muso Shinsetsu works. That's how Muso Shinsetsu works, right? So when any attack that is under Muso Ishin, which is basically her sword I think is called Muso Ishin, her Tachi, while she is attacking enemies, she will regenerate energy for all nearby party members. And that can be restored every 1 second, up to 5 times, okay? So basically what that means is that as long as you keep hitting enemies, your entire team is getting energy back. I don't remember how much energy you get. Is it 2.5? 2.5 energy per hit, right? So after 5 hits, that's what, 12.5 energy for the entire team, which is like less than the amount of energy that Dory provides for a single target. But because you're restoring 12.5 energy for everyone, that's 37.5 energy total, which is pretty pog. Bottom line is, with A, you are basically restoring the energy of your entire team. And that's really, really, really good. So it doesn't matter like what team you use her on, if for nothing else, she serves that purpose, which makes her really, really good. Second thing, my A has 1600 attack. She has 256 ER, 69, nice, 175 crit damage. This chick, I have invested pretty heavily on A, but I did get some really dope artifacts right from the jump. The thing is, she slaps. She absolutely slaps, right? So if you actually invest in A to some extent, she already could start off with like an 80k hit before doing swings that do like 15,000 damage, I think, or something like that. Like she can hit really, really hard and really, really fast. That's mean, Mark. That's mean. So what I'm saying is, when A is off field, she's off field and she's able to provide some off field electro support, which is pretty useful. But when A's on field, she just kills everything. She like just straight up kills everything. Yeah. I've hyper invested in A. And by hyper invested, I mean I hyper invested some money and got C6 Sarah. The Sin of Pride. Electro damage of characters who have their attack increased by Tengu Jurai, which is basically just being buffed by Sarah, have their crit damage increased by 60%. What that means is that my A, under the effects of Sarah, will first slap 130,000 damage, and then start to do 20k hits. Very quickly as well. It's, I mean, I'll just show you. It's she's really strong. Like, she's really, 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 really strong. Now, as Mark Luck is saying, the thing about Eula is unless you have a lot of crit rate on Eula, like the thing about Eula is you could have a lot of crit rate on Eula, but when you have a lot of crit rate on Eula, you won't have as much crit damage. Eula is a damage per screenshot physical nuker. She is very strong, and you could also play her as a physical DPS. Her normal attacks will hit like 12k a hit. It's pretty nuts. Under Superconduct. Like, it's pretty nuts how well Eula is, right? But the way that people normally want to play Eula is just physical DPS nuking.
Shine down. Strike. Emerge right now, right here. Absurd. Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Okay, did I say 15k? I meant 8k. I don't know. She hits a lot. I hope they accidentally C6 their Bennett. Well, if they C6 their Bennett, they can start playing Thundering Fury. Did I say Thundering Fury? I meant Thundering Fury. I think these things are gonna die too quickly.
Glory to the shoulder.
Emerge right now, right here, a sight to behold. Emerge right now.
Nah, these things are gonna die too quickly. Okay, so Yamiko got like half her ult back. Lol. This is not exactly. Okay, this is not gonna be like a great sort of demonstration of how this works, but whatever. I'll try and demonstrate the power of A. Oh, even better, I'll use Kokomi's ult. So Kokomi doesn't have her ult anymore. Yamiko's only got half her ult back. Sarah's about to get her ult back.
Shine down. Hold the line. Storm the front. Now you shall perish. Illusion shattered.
Right here, right now. Nothing left.
Right now you're demonstrating Yamiko.
Emerge right now.
But yeah. So Kokomi got her entire ult back. Thanks to Raiden. Like, that's how strong A is. Like, A just gets a lot of energy back for everyone, and it's pretty wild. This might actually be pretty good. Imagine your A with engulfing. Yeah, A... Engulfing lightning is pretty wild. Because what's engulfing lightning? It's basically take all the take as much ER as you have and just turn it into attack. I think people with engulfing lightning just end up having like 3,000 attack A's, and I look at it, I was like, how the fuck did your A have 3,000 attack? And they're like, engulfing lightning, baby. Let's go. But yeah. Engulfing lightning obviously being her best in slot. Of course she's going to pop off with that. Yeah, but she becomes a super battery. But like, there is a difference, I think, right? Let me check what engulfing lightning does. I think the only way I would go for engulfing lightning is if it was somehow paired with primordial J-wing spear. If it was paired with PJWS, then I'd be like, fuck it. I'm gonna go for either weapon, because then at least if I lose on engulfing, I might have a chance of getting PJWS. Because like, those are two spears that I do kind of want. But I don't wanna, but I'm not like I'm not super duper in need of it. It's not like Red Horn Stone Thresher where I absolutely want and / need it for Noelle. It's a little bit different. I don't really need engulfing lightning at all. Engulfing lightning, attack increased by 28% of ER over 100%. You can gain a maximum of 80% attack, gains 30% energy recharge for 12 seconds rather, after using your burst, which is kind of wild. Now, that being said, the catch does exist. The catch does exist. Increase your elemental burst damage by 32% and elemental burst crit rate by 12%. I think you're going to end up with less damage, but I would argue the 12% crit rate is pretty sweet. Like, my A has 69 crit rate. 12%, that brings it up to 82% crit rate. It's pretty good. 82% crit rate. And the crit damage is increased by 32%? No. Sorry, elemental burst damage is increased by 32%. So, you might as well just think of it as, 82% crit rate, 179 crit damage. Do I actually need to be... Do I actually need her to be... do I actually need to be in her team first for it to happen? Lol. Keckers. Okay, 82% crit rate, 176% crit damage, plus, what is that, 32% damage? So that basically becomes 92.5% electro damage bonus. That's effectively how that translates. That's effectively how that checks out, I think. the math works out like that. Whenever you have like a damage bonus of some description, you basically you could basically treat it like electro damage bonus. That's basically how it kind of works out. So that's how I'm basically looking at it, which basically means that A does tons of damage, but like Ayato, Yelan, Yae, Kazuha, that's an incredible taser comp you've got going on there. That's a brutal taser comp you've got going on. No healer though, unless you're using Yae Miko as a healer, which is very unusual. You could unironically unironically run Tom Yae. Her damage will drop by a bit, but if you run Tom Yae, you could also buff the shit out of Ayato. But you'd just be buffing the shit out of Ayato, which is... And you wouldn't really be buffing the shit out of Ayato. Nah, don't run Tom Yae, it's not worth it, mate.
You are not welcome here.
One with nature. Gotcha. Busted. Game's up. Fun's over. This'll pack a punch.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
The hunt is on.
At least with Tom Fischl in my aggravate team, she's buffing the crap out of Lisa, but she's also sort of buffing the crap out of Tignari, because even though Tignari's passives do suggest building as much EM as you can, he still scales off attack. Tignari's charge shot, I think in the end, still scales off attack. His ult still scales off his attack. It's just that EM will provide a big bonus as well. I think I'll just do physical Ganyu. Then you might as well play Aloy.
You are not welcome here.
Or physical Yae. There's no such thing as physical Yae Miko.
Here comes the cat.
Unless you mean like putting a friggin' Sky Atlas on Yae Miko, I just rely on that damage.
One with nature.
You're stuck now.
How do you intend to play physical Yae Miko? She's a mage. She always does electro damage. I don't know how you intend on playing physical Yae. Physical Barbara? Oh, Eye of Perception. Oh, okay. Well then, like I said, Skyward Atlas. Yeah, well, okay, fine. Well then, like I said, Skyward Atlas, my dude. I mean, actually, if you're gonna play physical Yae Miko, don't. Play physical Lisa instead. Now, let me show you why. Physical Lisa... Right, if you're gonna play physical Mage, play physical Lisa. And I'll tell you why. Because if you play physical Lisa, you know what you can use? Don't use 4-piece fail play. What the fuck? Don't use 4-piece Pale Flame. Use 4-piece Bloodstain. What's the Bloodstain set bonus? Let's find out the Bloodstain set bonus. So first off, you get physical damage plus 25%. But if you defeat an opponent, you can increase your charge attack damage by 50%. And you get to reduce your stamina cost to 0 for 10 seconds. Now, why am I saying play physical Lisa instead of physical Yae Miko? It's because Lisa's charge attacks are 319% scaling. Do you know what that means? Lisa's charge attacks are the fucking highest in the game. There is no other character that has harder hitting charge attacks than Lisa, I think. She has the hardest hitting charge attacks in the game. For mages, definitely for mages, and I'm pretty sure for everyone else, she has the hardest hitting charge attacks. So basically, every time you wind up, bam, 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 you know? Claire? Oh, sorry, Clay, rather. Fuck. Clay? No. No, Clay's charge attacks don't hit nearly as hard. Let's have a look at Clay's charge attack scaling. Also, Clay, 5-star Omega lol. She has 400% if you have the clover. If you have the clover. So that means not every time. So first off, not every time. Secondly, if you have the clover. Thirdly, skill requirements. And then fourthly, that's it. So at level 10, without it, it's still high. No, it's not. Clay's charge attack damage at level 10 is only 283.25%. Check the wiki. At level 10, it's 283.25%. Like I said, Lisa's charge attack scaling at level 10 is 319. On average, because apparently it's like a 50% chance to get the clover, is that correct? When Jumpty Dumpty and normal attacks deal damage, Clay has a 50% chance to obtain the spark. This spark is consumed by the next charge attack, which costs no stamina. Have you seen a 400k charge attack, Lisa? Have I seen a 400k charge attack, Lisa? No, because Lisa doesn't have access to melt. So that's what you're trying to think of. You're thinking about the fact that Clay has access to melt. Yes, if you melt a Clay charge attack with the explosive spark, yeah, you will probably do. Yeah, you probably will do actually 400,000 damage. That doesn't surprise me at all. That doesn't surprise me. But you are taking into account, at that point, a melt has to have happened. The reason why Melissa has access to Aggravate, Aggravate doesn't do nearly as much damage as Melt. And let me explain why. We are talking about an ability that does a lot of damage. Aggravate is much more suited to abilities and attacks that do small amounts of damage, but very quickly. So, Lisa's Lantern, Lisa's normal attacks. I did an entire video on this. You should check it out, Woodflit, on YouTube. I did an entire video on how, on like the proportion difference of Lisa using Aggravate. And the reason why is because the way that Aggravate works is that it is effectively a flat damage increase that is then affected by damage bonuses and crit. What that means is that your attack doesn't matter. The reason why you are more likely to see a 400,000 damage Clay charge attack via Melt is because the way that Melt works is that it takes all of it takes your damage before crits,
later,
multiplies it, and then that is also affected by your crits and shit, right? Bottom line is, it is effectively a complete multiplier of all of your damage. That's how Melt works, right? Chat, is that the correct understanding of Melt? That, like, a multiplier is applied onto your damage based on your EM. But you might as well think of it as all of your damage, including your crits, including your damage bonuses, including your talent values, including your talent scaling, including your attack, all of that put together as like one big number,
nearly time for afternoon,
and then multiply that by the Melt thing, which is ultimately going to do more damage than Aggravates. No. I'm not saying... No. I agree. You're going to see less charge attack damage coming out of a Lisa compared to Clay, but I am saying that's not because of Clay, that's because of Melt. Does that make sense? It is not because of Clay, it is because of Melt. You're never gonna... Well, maybe one day you'll come across a 400,000 damage charge attack Lisa. Because I'm sure Tony Toe and his friends can probably figure it the fuck out. But you never do Melt Clay?
Why not keep me company for
Right, but you're talking about but your question was,
for work,
have you ever seen a 400,000 damage Clay? And my answer to that is... Sorry. Your question was, have you ever seen a 400,000 damage Lisa? 400,000 charge attack damage Lisa? And my answer is no. When you say... sorry. Oh, God, let me say that again. Your question was, have you ever seen a 400,000 damage, charge attack damage Lisa? Because I've seen a 400,000 damage Clay. My answer is, no, I have not seen a 400,000 damage Lisa, but it doesn't surprise me that there's no 400,000 charge attack damage Lisa compared to a 400,000 charge attack damage Clay because Melt
Really
exists.
time for afternoon tea.
We're not talking about normal rotation bullshit. When you are talking about 400,000 damage, charge attack damage Clay, we're no longer in the realm of a normal team. We're in the realm of hyper teams. We're in the realm of damage per screenshot teams. I could show you 283,000 damage. Boom! Charge special ability, which is actually what I did like yesterday. Actually, I did that yesterday. Actually, let me show you guys this. It was fucking hype. Let me show you guys this. I was really excited about this. It happened yesterday, actually. Oh, whoops. Alright, here we go.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds come.
Going in! Glory to the Shogun!
Surrender and be gentle. You're in for a little shock.
280,
Why not keep me company for a
285k.
while?
285k
For work later.
charge special Lisa. Alright, here we go.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds come.
Going in! Glory to the Shogun!
Surrender and be gentle. You're in for a little shock.
Clay is 100% better than Clay and more affordable. But let's stop this argument. How are the news and it in the week or so? Can you please give me the Wi-Fi and main stats? I am going on the weapon and I am going to be unstandard and kicking just want to die me.
Okay, let's read that again. Clay is 100% better than Clay and more affordable. How in the hell do you manage to square that circle? How are the new 5 stars sent it in a week? Also, can you please give me the Wi-Fi? I don't have the Wi-Fi password, sorry. And main stats. I am going on the weapon, and I'm going to be on standard, and Kating just wanted Yoimiya. Okay. We're having an aneurysm. So I don't know how Clay is 100% better than Clay. Because Clay is not 100% better than Clay. Clay is very much exactly 0% better, but also 0% worse than Clay. So that's interesting. I meant to say Lisa. Who's better than who? You saying Clay is better than Lisa and more affordable? Because I don't know how you managed to do it. I don't know how you managed to square that circle. Lisa is literally free to play. Clay is better than Lisa? Clay is better than Lisa? I don't know how Clay is 100% more affordable than Lisa. I meant the cons. Okay, that's fair enough. Well, no, that's not. No, that's not true. That's not necessarily true. In order to get clay cons, you need to spend, on average, $300 per constellation. Not on average. You need to spend, like, you need to effectively try and get, like, 180 pulls to guarantee a clay con. In order to guarantee a Lisa con, every half year,
Today's
all you need
going out.
is enough wishes. All you need is to have done enough wishes to get 34 star glitter, which is not a lot of wishes. And then every half year you can get a Lisa constellation. Okay, so that's one.
Did
So-
I say that yesterday as well?
One can argue that it is actually more affordable to get Lisa constellations than it is to get clay constellations. Okay, you want to know Lisa's constellations? Okay, let's go through it. Lisa constellations, C1. I did an entire video on this, by the way, Mark Lock. You can have a look at my comprehensive Lisa guide on YouTube. Lisa constellations, C1. Lisa regenerates 2 energy for every opponent hit while holding Violet Arc. A maximum of 10 energy can be regenerated in this manner at any one time. So basically, the way this works, let's find a bunch of enemies. So the way this works, Marklock, is that I hit up to 5 enemies. Why are we even arguing why a 5-star is better than a 4-star? And more importantly, why we argue about whether or not a 5-star, an event 5-star, is better than a standard than a starter 4-star? Okay, so let me go and find a bunch of enemies to demonstrate. Because I realized I kind of really didn't demonstrate it in the video. 4-star, you need 56k primos. How do you even figure out that math? Are those... Oh no, those shrooms are not there. Bollocks. Okay. Okay, so here's a bunch of shrooms, okay? Okay, here's a bunch of shrooms. I'm gonna get them to come near me. Get closer, get closer, get closer. I'm just gonna bait them towards me. Okay, so Lisa C1. I hit all 3 of these, I will get 6 energy back. So just like that, I just got 6 energy right from the start. If you were paying attention, my ultimate thing just got started. It just got increased. It's like how the way that Dory's Ascension 1 works. Ascension 1? Ascension 2? Ascension 2. The way that Dory's Ascension 2 works. As soon as it hits, I will get a bump in my ultimate. Bang. Notice how I got a bump right from the start? That's 6 energy that just goes straight to my ultimate. That's how that works. That's basically Lisa's C1. Argue it with your other Claire mains. Sorry, with your other clay mains. Yeah, clay maintion, if you will. So that's C1. Okay. C2. Increase defense by 25% when you are holding your special ability. Increase your resistance to interruption. Now this is actually really, really powerful. Whenever you hear like some big YouTuber say, I don't like Lisa because I can't use her hold special I can't use her hold special enough. Like if you say like if you ever like look at if you ever like see a big time YouTuber say like, I don't like Lisa because it's really, really hard to use her charge special, then I would just basically show them, I'll show them this video. Let me show you, I'll show you guys this video. Getting Lisa on a banner is much rarer. No, getting Lisa on a banner is impossible. The only way to get Lisa is via the standard banner, which doesn't really count as getting Lisa on a banner. Okay, let me show you what C2... Okay, so this is what C2 Lisa actually looks like, chat. This is a stream highlight. This is what C2 Lisa actually looks like. C2 Lisa, chat. That's C2 Lisa. Let's watch that again. Hey, Delica, how's it going? Notice how I was basically getting run over by a Sumpter Beast, but because I had C2 Lisa, she basically held her ground. That's what C2 Lisa actually looks like. So, when you don't have C2 Lisa, you'll get knocked over by that Sumpter Beast while you're trying to hold that shit. But C2 Lisa would just hold that shit 100%. Even if Lisa had Aggravate and Clay was just doing pure pyro damage, Clay would do more. I don't think so, mate. I don't think so. Let me show you why. So, Shangling over Clay. No artifacts? Okay. I mean, artifacts or no artifacts, I still wouldn't agree with you. Let me show you why. So first off, Lisa's charge attacks do a fucking lot of damage. Okay? No talents. What does that even mean? Wait. What are we even talking about anymore? I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Because look. Talents are talents, they are what they are, okay? We're not gonna worry about No. That's not a viable way of thinking. Why the hell would you ever compare two characters without talent upgrades? When everything is equal, talent upgrades, right? Artifacts, I understand. Artifacts can be all wishy-washy because you're trying to go for different sets and all that shit. We won't worry about artifacts. If we just look at what the character absolutely has by themselves, which includes talent level upgrades. What does Lisa have? Lisa has really hard-hitting charge attacks, extremely hard-hitting charge special attacks at level 13. So at C0, let's just look at C0 then. At C0, she would have 800%, I think it is. I can't remember. Let me bring up the Okay, let me bring up the Lisa. If they were level 90 C0, Claire would do a lot more. You'd bloody hope so. Sorry, did I say Claire? Clay would do a lot more. You bloody hope so. Because Clay's a 5-star. And Lisa is a starter 4-star. Generally speaking, as a general rule, I'm starting to sound like Zajeff. Generally speaking, the event 5-stars should be doing better than the starter 4-stars. So the fact that you're even making this comparison in the first place kind of already sounds like a self-report, but let's just put that aside. So let's start off with normal attacks, okay? Let's start off with normal attacks. Clay's normal attacks at level 10. 129, 112, 161. Lisa's normal attacks at level 10. 71, 64, 74, 77, 98. You know? It's absolutely a fact. Clay's normal attacks will ultimately be doing more damage. You know, Clay's normal attacks do more damage than Lisa's normal attacks. That is 100% true. Okay? That is 100% true. But when we look at Clay's charge attack scaling at level 10, as I mentioned, it's only 283%. With Lisa's charge attacks at level 10, it's 318%. Okay? So, right from the jump, Lisa's charge attacks are effectively doing more damage. Now, that is before we look at Clay's Ascension passive. 50% chance to get the explosive spark, which causes the next charge attack to use no stamina, which is very good, and then also deal 50% increased damage.
It's nearly time. For
So
our
that
band to-
283% spikes up to, what is that? 1.5 times 283.25. So that comes out to 424%. So that is pretty good. So what does that mean? Gotta go? No, you gotta stay around, mate. You gotta stick around for this. You started this. We're seeing it to the end. You gotta stick around for this. So what does that mean? It means that, on average, let's say optimistically, by school. No. This is much more educational than school. Trust me. So, okay. So what this actually means is, 50% of the time, Sunday school. Oh, trust me, this is gonna be way more educational than Sunday school.
For going
So, just tell your parents.
Did I say
Nah, I gotta listen to a Kategari stream because we want to learn more. So what this actually means is, half the time, like, basically, no, it doesn't actually mean anything. It doesn't actually mean anything. I think X will basically speak about this. If he's here, X will probably agree. Most of the time, like, every time you, the amount of times that I do a charge attack with Lisa is probably the amount of times that I would do a charge attack with Clay, if I do normal attack, charge attack, normal attack, charge attack, normal attack, charge attack, right? But it might be a little bit slower. Bottom line is, I think all in all, if you do the normal attack, charge attack, normal attack, charge attack shenanigans, Clay will probably still have a bit more than 300% charge attack damage average. Like, I think the DPS is probably going to work out slightly in Clay's advantage, okay? But so then let's have a look at the special abilities. So Clay's Jumpty Dumpty at level 10 does 171 damage with its jumps. Okay? So how many times? It jumps 3 times, but it doesn't necessarily hit the enemy 3 times. But it hits 3 times and then explodes. So we might as well take that 171% damage, and that'll basically be tripled from 171 to around about 525. Let's say 523 damage, 523%. It'll also produce a bunch of mines. How many mines are there? Chat, does anyone know how many mines there are? Oh, 8. And each mine does, at level 10, 59% damage. 59% damage, so that's another 400% damage. So that's pretty pog.
Keep me company.
That's about
for a while.
800% damage.
There'll be plenty of time.
At
for
level
work
10,
later.
a 3-stack charge special from Lisa is 876% damage. So, all things considered, it's actually kind of equal. But that is assuming that somehow the enemy in question gets hit by all 3 jumps.
Lisa is better, okay?
By
Stop bullying me, Fran. The boy is nice and toy in the next update on the same phase of the more my mother and he made me think about the others. Are you still have a great time with your family and friends and family held at my house?
Wolflet is having a stroke. So that's assuming that all 3 Jumpty Dumpty hits actually hit the same enemy. I think the idea is that 9 times out of 10,
He's no good. for
they're only going to
going
get
out.
hit once, which would massively decrease the damage that Jumpty Dumpty does. But let's just be optimistic and say that they both have more or less the same damage scaling. Okay? Then let's have a look at Sparks and Splash. Sparks and Splash at level 10 does 76.75% damage per hit. And there's a lot of hits, but it's per hit, right? How many hits are there with Sparks and Splash? I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that question is. But bottom line is, it's 76% damage at level 30. At level 10. 30-ish? Oh, okay, wonderful. So that's the same as Lisa's Lantern. Lisa's Lantern at level 10 does 65.81% damage. So Sparks and Splash actually does more damage. Sorry, Sparks and Splash does less damage than more damage. What am I saying? Sparks and Splash, which is Clay's ultimate, does actually do a bit more damage than Lisa. Yeah, absolutely. At C0, that is absolutely true. That is absolutely true. Awesome. So you would think, okay, Clay just straight up out damages Lisa. Let's have a look at the Ascension talents, because this is where I think Lisa will edge out against Clay. So we've already talked about Clay's first Ascension talent, which is the only reason why Clay's charge attack is outscaling and outdamaging Lisa's charge attack. It is because of that Ascension talent. Whereas Lisa's first Ascension talent is actually more of a sort of easier way to apply the stacking mechanic that she needs to do the really hard-hitting charge special ability, right? So that's really, really good, right? That's really, really good. What's the what's the second Ascension passive of Clay? When Clay's charge attack results in a crit, all party members get 2 elemental energy. Nice, that does nothing to her damage. What is Lisa's
Why not keep
second Ascension passive, ladies and gentlemen?
There'll be plenty of time for work later.
Opponents hit by Lisa's ult have their defense reduced by 15%. Lisa's ult is a 15% armor strip. So let's go back to the ult. You have a burst up on a tone? Sure, but not really. Whatever, doesn't matter. Let's have a look at Lisa's ult again. At level 10, Lisa's ult does 65.81% damage. Clay's is only 76.75% damage. I submit that Clay's 76.75% damage against an enemy with as much armor as they have versus Lisa doing 65% damage, but on an enemy with 15% less armor. I submit that Lisa does more damage. So when we put all of that together, Lisa having a higher charge attack damage unless you actually get the explosive spark, in which case Clay gets a higher charge attack damage. Lisa's ultimate probably doing more damage than Clay's ultimate because of the armor strip. And Clay having marginally higher normal attack damage than Clay. Clay having marginally higher normal attack damage than Lisa.
It's nearly time for afternoon tea.
I submit Lisa actually slightly outpaces Clay in some situations. I submit that, like, if you do this test 10 times, Lisa might actually outperform Clay four times out of those 10 times. Not more than half the time, but enough times where it does get a little bit concerning. Oh, hey, Marklock, what's up? I was about to send a freaking message, but I was like, oh wait, it's Marklock, what's up? So I submit that Clay can get slightly outperformed by Lisa sometimes. That's not to say that Clay is bad. That is to say that Lisa is hilariously
no good for going out.
hilariously underestimated by
Did I
a lot
say
of
that
people.
yesterday as well?
Because Lisa is really good, in my opinion. Lisa is fantastic. Now, if we were to bring Melt or even just reverse Vapes into the mix, Clay would outperform Lisa 100%. There's no way that Lisa can there's no way that Lisa can keep up with Vapes and Melts. Okay? That's just the reality. Even Aggravate Lisa cannot keep up with Vapes and Melts. That's just the reality, okay? It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. But Aggravate Lisa is pretty freaking strong nonetheless, okay? If we were to bring in constellations, well, first off, you're comparing 5-star constellations to 4-star constellations. But yeah. I've come to drown the bosses. Alright, let's go then. If you're gonna bring a healer, then I'm not gonna bring Dory. Unless you want me to bring Dory, because why the fuck not? Oh fuck it, I'll bring Dory. Let's go. I'm gonna do the weekly shenanigans. Double Yelan Kokomi? Okay, I can do that. Sure, why not? It means that Dory is completely unnecessary here. So I'll go Lisa Yelan. If anything, I should go Big Dick John Lee and just like make use of the new Hydro residence. Also the new Hydro residence is pretty dope. I think with Yelan, if I didn't have double Hydro, I think my Yelan would have like 29,000 health. But now she has 31,000 health, which is pretty mingin' if you ask me. Invulnerable to geo damage. Fine, works with me. 36k health! How in the hell did you manage to do that? But yeah, yeah. Sorry, before we start this thing, as I was saying, let's have a look at Clay's constellations real quick, because I actually don't know what Clay's constellations even are. Attackers and skills have a certain chance to summon sparks that bombard enemies, dealing damage equal to 120% of sparks and splash damage. That sounds pretty good. That actually sounds pretty good. So C1 Clay already starting to pop off. C2 Clay is where suddenly Lisa's armor strip thing kind of becomes meaningless, because Clay would have armor strip as well. But you need C2 Clay in order to achieve that, so that's like a bit of a difference right there. It's also higher, it's 23% as opposed to 15%. So that's pretty good, right? C4 Clay just makes her ult explode, which is pretty good. And it does a lot of damage, which is pretty good. And then C6 Clay, if you actually manage to get C6 Clay, while you're under her ult, Clay will regenerate 3 energy for all members of her party every 3 seconds, so she becomes Raiden, which is kind of dope. When Sparks and Splash is used, all party members will gain a 10% pyro damage bonus for 25 seconds, which is specifically going to be used for a mono pyro. But yeah, okay, that's pretty cool. Meanwhile, C6 Lisa. C1 is just a ton of energy, C2 is resistance to interruption, C4... So let me show you what C4 what C4 says. C4. Lightning Rose can potentially hit 1 to 3 opponents. So basically the way it works is you have 3 enemies. The ult could hit 1 of them, could hit 2 of them, or could hit 3 of them. And it's random. That's what it actually means. It's random. It'll sometimes hit 1 of them, it'll sometimes hit 2 of them, it'll sometimes hit 3 of them. What that actually means is that the Lightning Rose suddenly does way more damage. So you could say at talent level 10, and by that I mean talent level 7 plus C3. So at talent level 7 plus C3 and therefore C4,
One more day off.
you go from 65% damage scaling to somewhere between 65, 130, or 195% damage scaling. Compared to Sparks and Splash, which at level 10 is only 76. So at C4, Lisa can sometimes just straight the fuck up double the damage of Clay in terms of her ult. So that's pretty mingin'. That is pretty mingin'. And then C6 is just basically, you don't have to do anything, you just basically show up, do the great big hell charge special that does 1,000 damage, 1,000% damage at level 13, and you basically just delete everything. That's just basically how that works. Yeah. Bottom line is, I think the final analysis is that Clay and Lisa pretty equal at C6. Pretty equal at C6. Clay should still outdamage Lisa most of the time. until vapes and melts come into play, in which case, you know, Clay just completely outperforms Lisa because Lisa can't do anything about melts and vapes.
You're a little shocked.
Nice. Just freaking machine gun that shit. Oh! Game audio is breaking. Chat, is that the case for everyone? The audio did die? Okay. Is it fine now or no? Is it still scuffed? Okay, one sec.
Come a little closer.
Come a little closer.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
All good? Okay. I just realized. What we have here is actually permafreeze. I can do permafreeze with this. Do we want to do permafreeze memes or do we want to do electroshock memes? Oh wait, I don't think I can do permafreeze memes because because what's going to end up happening it's like the game saw what we did and it was like, no. No, the problem with that is that, like, in order for me to do permafreeze memes, I need to suck in my bomblets. And if we were going to do double Yalan, and you were going to bring Kokomi, the reality is just that I'm not going to get all of my bomblets to hit the enemy to get Ice Rush. I just wouldn't be able to get Ice Rush without, like, something like that, so it wouldn't have worked. I'm back to see... I see that you're not talking about Lisa anymore. Oh, honey, I'm always talking about Lisa. I am always talking about Lisa. Nah, don't worry about it, mate. I'll bring Dory. I have Kaz I can proc it for you. Don't worry about it, mate. Don't worry about it.
Oh no, there's military supplies for the Germans must be.
Where are we? Wait, did I not accept the thing? I use Lisa for my physical team. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. At that point, you're probably using TTDS Lisa, aren't you? TTDS, Noblest Lisa, swap to Eula. Oh no, swap to Sinyan or Razor. Yeah, that sounds about right. Swap to Sinyan, Razor, and then just, well, hopefully you have like Rosario or some description or something like that. I don't know. Hey, 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 hey. Hydro immune, dude. Hydro immune. Don't forget. You're bringing 2 Hydro characters for no reason. Hydro immune, remember? Yeah, did we forget? You're gonna bring Kaz? Okay. Well, hope you're having fun then. Drag them along with us. Drag those 2 along with us.
Come a little closer. Let's spark things up a little.
Holy Jesus Christ, this freaking water machine gun, man!
For a little shock.
Oi, 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 what the hell?
Come a little closer.
Hatsa pow!
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Nice. Wait, who's still here? Oh, these ones.
Here's the goods! Rest and rebound!
You're in for a little shock.
Whoa. Thank you. I didn't know you were live. I was watching your old stream. Lol, Mara, what the hell? Anyway, how's it going, everyone? 9 viewers. Hey, everyone, how's it going? Hope we're all having a good day. Yes, I'm using Dory. What's up? I think Dory is wonderful. Quick update for everyone who's watching who didn't hear the previous update. Last night off stream, I accidentally, I was trying to approach the whole jump on the mushrooms thing. Turns out you can't start the jump on the mushrooms thing from a certain height. You have to like approach them more or less from the ground. So my Lisa died, and X was watching, and he said, well, since Lisa just died, you might as well take this as a sacrifice. And quickly do a 10 pull. So as a direct result of a Lisa sacrifice infused 10 pull, I have Dory C1. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. I'm on my way to C4 Dory.
Ta-da! No! Oh, fine.
Catalyst do extra damage. Invulnerable to cryo. There is no such thing as a cryo catalyst in this game yet. One day there will be, but until then we have Aloy. You can do it again in the morning, and I will be able to make it to you in the morning, and I am going to be on the... What the fuck? Wasn't Mika Cryo? Was Mika Cryo? Who's Mika? Oh, I don't know. What the hell was that? Hey, 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 hey! Whoa! This guy, man!
Closer.
Hey, 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 hey! This dude, man! Jesus Christ!
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Oh. They showed him off. They just introduced him. They didn't really show him off or anything. I don't know anything about Mika. Is Equinox Prime fun? I want to farm her right now. Oh, Equinox Prime is fantastic. I 100% recommend learning how to play Equinox / Equinox Prime. He was holding a catalyst? What? He was? Let's have a look. I don't know. He has a backpack, if I remember correctly.
More for me, and the customers still feel like they're getting a bargain. Now that's what I call a win-win.
Where's the... What the? Genshin 3.1 trailer.
Huh?
Okay, here we go. Here it is.
Oh, fine.
I am Mika, surveyor of the reconnaissance company. I will now be...
What catalyst? That's his backpack. Isn't that a backpack? That's not a catalyst, that's a backpack.
To do anything, even take on the act.
reading Grandmaster Varka's letter aloud for you.
Yeah, it does look like a book. I do agree.
Surveyor of the reconnaissance company. I will now be...
I do agree. If you turn it around, it looks like one of those books with a strap on it. It's not a book, it's a backpack. Be right back.
First, I mark up
Yeah, pretty sure it's a backpack.
30%, and then I
Even the
offer
size,
20%
it's not a book.
discount.
No shot.
More for me.
Now, could he be a? Now that is not to say that he's not a claim. That is not to say he's not a mage. He could very well be a mage, but I don't know. He's a zoomer using a fanny pack. You know, a lot of zoomers are starting to bring back, I think, old school fashion. Maybe, I don't know. It would not surprise me if the zoomers really decide to want to play around with old school fashions. Like, think about it. Like, look at this. We've got Dory, who is like a kid in pantaloons. Pretty old school. Okay, this chick needs 5 Nillard Parlor Lotuses. This guy needs 5 jars of sugar. And this person wants me to kill a bunch of fungi. Fanny packs were never in fashion.
Is there a new request from the academy?
Are you sure you want to say that, Delica? Do you really want to say that in front of this guy?
Is there a new request from the academy?
I don't think you want to say that. I'll just tell you that right now. I don't think you ever want to say that. He's even hiding it with his hands. That may be,
I got a new letter from
but he's still wearing it,
Mora,
Looks like
you
the
can afford
situation
which means
anything. Even
it's a
taking on
thing.
Academia.
I don't think you want to say that.
Is there a new request from the academy?
They are handy, yes. Okay, let's have a look at the, actually, Marklock, I don't know why you took a photo of your stats. If you have your Yalan on your profile, we could just have a look at your Yalan on your profile. You have your Yalan on your profile. Okay, this is a Yalan with 36.5k HP. Holy shit. 989 attack.
First, I mark up.
How did you manage such low attack?
30%, and then
148 EM.
20% discount.
Nice.
More for me, and the customer is still
81 158 CV. 81 158 crit rate, crit damage. Nice, nice, nice.
Maybe
Hydro
I'll
Cup.
come up with some for you.
Wait, does she ascend with Hydro or ascend with crit damage? No, crit rate. Don't remember.
Oh,
Does she ascend with crit rate? Crit damage. Fav bow, fair enough. Level 80. I guess it doesn't matter if you're level 90 yet, but she scales off HP. Why does she need attack? I didn't say she needs attack. I'm just saying, how did you manage to get this low attack? It's impressive that her attack is only 900 and something. It's actually impressive that her attack is 900 and something. I can 90 it. I don't know if you necessarily need to, but whatever. 2-piece emblem, 2-piece wanderers. How much ER do you have? 181.
with enough Mora, you can afford to do anything. Even take on the Academia.
I feel like, unless you're doing bloom shit, I think no matter what, even if you do... first off, let's see. You're not going to be doing forward vapes with Yalan.
Oh, fine.
You're probably not doing electrocharge bullshit with Yalan. I don't know what you're doing. I just feel like the Wanderer's Troop is just not useful. Oh my god, that's a Vietnamese name. I can't pronounce that at all. I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher this name.
Maybe I'll take
Dien Bien Chen. How's it going, mate?
most of the work once I'm feeling.
I'm sorry, I've fucked up your name. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just not sure about I'm just not sure about the Wanderers set that you've got going on. The Elemental Mastery.
Oh,
I just don't know how useful that's gonna be. How close or how far off was I? Because like the thing about Vietnamese names is like you're the guys with a bunch of people with last name Nguyen, right? Which if you look at it, you're like, what, Nguyen? The fuck? But it's like Winnin. So that's kind of pretty wild. So I don't really know like what the dealio is with the Vietnamese, I think, pronunciations of these names.
It's a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose.
Is it Vietnamese even, or is it like it's not Indonesian? Is it Malaysian? Fuck, I don't know. Anyway, I'm running her with either that Ayato team or Kazu Ben Shangling.
Ta-da!
Yeah, but she's not going to be the one who's vaping, so that EM is not really going to be serving a whole much purpose. Like, even if she was, like, the one who's doing reactions. Could be useful in electrocharge, I guess. Forward vapes are really hard to pull off. Freeze doesn't need EMs. And so the only thing that's left is Bloom. Apparently I must have said the guy's name so badly that he decided to leave.
The situation has changed again.
I'm sorry, I gave it a try, okay guys? I just gave it a try. Yeah, I don't know about this EM. Wait, what was this Kazuha? Oh, sorry, what was this?
With enough more,
Ayato team.
you can afford to do anything. Even take on the academy.
Anyway, let's have a look at these artifacts. I think in the end I'm just like... I think I'm just getting hung up on some bullshit. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Nice. Oh, actually, that's very nice. That's very nice.
Ta-da!
Good roll.
That's pretty good.
One more day off.
That's actually pretty good, yeah.
Once I'm feeling up to it.
Yeah, that's actually pretty decent. Crit rate, crit damage, ER, HP, wow. I can have 4 piece, I just replace hat, feather? Oh, okay. But is it like, are you unironically doing less damage? If you're unironically doing less damage, then don't worry about my... Don't worry about me trying to theory craft up some bullshit.
That makes me happy. La, 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 la.
But I'm surprised you would be doing... I guess it makes sense that you'd be doing less damage because you're not running an ER sand, you're running an HP sand. But then again...
I got a new letter from an informant.
I think it...
Looks like the situation
I think you might end up with the same amount of damage, more or less. 193, slightly more ER. Significantly? No, slightly more ER, slightly less HP. Significantly less crit rate, but significantly more crit damage. Oh, okay.
With enough Mora,
I feel like you do more damage with that build, Marthluck. That's what I feel. That's what I feel like is going to happen. And also because this is Yelan. She's not like a nuker. She just keeps attacking. So like more attacks, I think you can get away with 60% crit rate.
Need me to come up with some for you?
I think you can get away with like 60% crit rate on Yelan. Because she's a machine gun. So you can just do like so many more hits that you'll just keep critting anyway. It's just a thought. C0? Ha 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 ha. You haven't
first, I mark up
Level 8, level 8. Okay, you gotta level that shit up, dude.
20% discount.
You gotta level that shit up, I reckon. That's just my opinion. Feel free to not do that. Cause, my Yelan... You know what happened, what I did? You know what happened? First thing I did with my Yelan? Level 10, level 10, level 10. I triple crown my Yelan. Yeah, I've triple crowned my Yelan. Yeah, my Yelan has less damage. Oh, sorry. My Yelan has like 10,000 less health than yours,
Ta-da! No,
but I have way more ER,
fine.
way more crit rate, crit damage, because I'm using Aqua. Fair enough. And I'm running EOSF. So I do wonder if my Yalan does more damage than your Yalan. I don't know.
Fine.
Yeah, I have Aqua.
Good roll.
Yeah, I have Aqua.
Maybe I'll take
Guess
one.
why I decided to go and get Aqua?
Knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Guess why I decided to get Aqua? It's for the exact reason that you think I decided to get Aqua. You should know what the reason is I got... You should know the reason why I decided to get Aqua. It's the same reason why I decided to get Hunter's Path.
Is there a new request from the activity?
The reason why I went to get Aqua, and the reason why I decided to get Hunter's Path, is because I wanted to try them on Aloy. That's the reason. That's the reason. Same reason why I have Thundering Pulse now. And it will be the same reason why I will go and get...
A whole lot easier.
It's the same reason why I will also go and
Need me
get
to come up with
Polar
some for
Star. Is to try it on Aloy. It's the only reason that matters. Okay, Mark Luck, come with me. Come with me, come with me, come with me. We're gonna go to this mountain here. Oh, no, sorry. We're gonna go to this domain here, and then just follow me. We can have a look at each other's damage with Yalan by fighting PMA.
Game's up. Fun's over.
You're in for a little shock.
Busted. You're running cold. Allow me.
You're in for a little shock.
Ah!
Come a little closer.
Gotcha.
Okay, I need healing. Yeah, evidently I need healing. They haven't loaded in? Well, they're not gonna load in anymore because they dead. Okay, I'm gonna bring a healer. I'm gonna bring screw it, I'll bring along Kokomi as well. Nothing but water, let's go.
Busted. Quietly now. You are about to get
Rest and rebuild.
Take it easy.
Oh, I just realized this is Kokomi with Hakushin Ring. Which is going to do nothing for this team. Because we're not doing Electro Charge Shenanigans. We need something tankier? Oh, don't worry. We will have something tankier. Now, for those of you who haven't done this yet... Spoiler alert. I'm going to talk to Arasaha. Arasaha is in Aranara. And this Aranara is going to summon PMA!
Gotcha. Quietly now. Game's up. Fun's over.
Covenant of the Deep.
Alright, pop off, dude, pop off. Yeah, so you're doing about 6,000 damage per hit. I'm doing like 8,000 damage per hit. So that's like the difference that I'm seeing here right now.
Hold the line.
Gotcha. Busted. Here comes the catch. Torrent, bring refuge!
I don't even know which one we're attacking.
Things are about to get dicey. Game's up. Time's over.
There we go. Yeah. Yep. Hydro only, man. Power of hydro. Power of hydro. But yeah, so what can we take from that? I think your Yelan was doing around 6.5k per hit. My Yelan was doing about 8.2k per hit. So that's like the difference between running 4 EOSF with an Aqua versus yeah, that's the difference between using 4 EOSF with Aqua versus like 2-piece with Fav Bow, I think was what you were using. Hey, Soup, how's it going? To be fair, he's not making use of his EM. That is true. But I'm thinking that it's going to be very difficult for him to make use of that EM because the way I could see it maybe is for him to do blooms. Which we could do. If we do blooms, his blooms are going to do more damage than my blooms. That's just a fact. Because I've only got 82 EM, he's got like 100 and something EM. It's like, that's a fact. Can we bully Wolf? You want to fight the Wolf? Yeah, sure, we can fight the Wolf. Let's fuck him up. What? All Hydro? Hydro only Wolf? Okay. Let's do it. Alright. The shape of water, chat. The shape of water. Yeah, we're drowning this friggin' wolf. We're gonna flood his friggin' map. And also, I triple crowned my Yelan. Mark Luck did not triple crown his Yelan. That's going to make a bit of a difference as well. Not a massive difference, but a difference. Don't worry about teleporting. Because I'm going to set up a portable teleporter. Okay. Damn, was that free to play? What was what free to play? Mark's Yelan? Yeah, Mark's got a C0 Yelan with a Fav Bow. Yeah, Mark's Yelan is a C6, sorry, C0 with Fav Bow. Mine is, Fav Bow is still gacha weapon. It's still a gacha weapon. You can get one Fav Bow, but I think yours is refined, isn't it?
Gotcha. These are about to get thumbs over.
Billowing Surge! Covenant of the Deep! Uphill battle!
Hey, he's running! He's legging it!
To rebuild!
Wait, you actually hit it?
Hold the line!
Quietly now. Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
Torrent, bring refuge! Rebuild!
Got him, dude. So this is not necessarily a damage increase, but when I rolled Yelan, I got her twice in one 10 pool, so I actually have C1 Yelan. Which is why I don't have to run Sacrificial Bow on her at all. I can continue to run... I can run whatever bow I want on her. It's just that 9 out of every 10... 90% of the bows in the game don't really work for Yelan because they're like actual attack-based bows or shit like that.
Good roll. Right. Maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest.
But yeah, I
of
have
the work
C1.
once I'm feeling up to it.
Should I grab Guaranteed Albedo or Kusanali? Soup, you are an Albedo fan, aren't you? I've got an Elegy just sitting there. Elegy's probably a pretty good idea on Yelan, not gonna lie. Because Elegy works when... Elegy is used when you drop an ult, right? I don't remember how Elegy works, but I think it's supposed to activate when you use your ult. And Yelan basically uses her ult and then just swaps over to another character. That's basically how she normally works, right? Unless you're the C6 Yelan main who does this as well. I mean, fair enough. I mean, barb shots are friggin' nuts. Let me think. So let's just answer Soup's question. So Soup, you are a fan of Albedo. Sorry, you are a fan of Albedo. So that does make the question a little bit more difficult.
I got a new letter from them.
The thing about Albedo
Like the situation has changed.
is that it is a little bit different to put him in teams. Obviously, if you're playing Mono Geo, he does fit in there. If you're playing other teams, I'm not entirely sure like if he's going to be as useful, but you can still slot him into those teams and maybe find a way to make it work. I think, especially for you, because you're such a fucking lolicon as well, you might prefer getting Kusanali. You might prefer trying to get Kusanali. But Kusanali, of course, is going to be much more into like the...
Need me to come up with some for you?
Like, if you want to get Kusanali, you're going to have to start using like the crazy Kusanali... you're going to have to start using the crazy Dendra shit. Kusanali is not going to be second half. I can pretty much guarantee that. The Archon banner is a very important banner. When Venti first came out, he was the only banner.
Informant.
When Zhongli came out, he was the only banner. When A came out... Was that a touch the hair ending to the combo? Yeah, man. Yeah. When A came out, she was the first half, followed by Kokomi. I don't see them not putting Kusanali first half. Kusanali is going to be first half. I can pretty much guarantee it. Because, like, 3.2. It's the Kusanali patch! We can get the Dendro Archon! Second half. Like, they wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. What would they do? Put Yai Miko first half? What, the Yai Miko rerun first half? Kusanali second half? That doesn't sound right. Like, yeah, Yai Miko rerun is friggin' Pog for me. And I will spend on the fucking Yai Miko rerun. But like, it's highly unlikely that they're going to put Yai Miko first, Kusanali second. So assume, Shin, that... Sorry, did I say Shin? I mean Soup. Assume, Soup, that Kusanali is coming first. Kusanali is coming first. There's no way that Kusanali is coming second, in my opinion. No way. I said assume, Soup. Assume, comma, Soup. Kusanali is coming first. Albedo being second half, Kusanali is going to come right after. Give me enough. Can you give me enough primos for cock? No. No, I cannot. I'm sorry, I cannot give you enough primos for cock on me.
I got a new letter from an informant.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Looks like the situation has changed again.
Le big Madge. But it is what it is. Let's see, what else is happening? Let me go and check my Tree of Dreams. Oh, it's like 11 PM. Do 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 do. La 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 la. Do 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 do. Let me I don't think I have enough. I don't think I have enough of these things. Oh, I can't even interact with the tree. Sorry, Mark, I'm gonna have to kick you out of my world now. I'm gonna have to go back to single player. Do a bunch of single player memes and then call it a night. Has anyone been able to make it to level 35? Has anyone been able to make it to like level 16, level 15 tree yet? Level 16 tree yet? I guess it's possible, huh? Because I've still got like quite a significant part of my areas not really fully done yet. Lokapala Jungle is already at 95%. I don't know how I managed to do that, but Lokapala Jungle is already at 95%. There must be like some caves here that I haven't actually checked out. In the Avidia Forest. Just like the first bloody place that I even go to. Somehow there's still shit that I haven't found. So I guess I'll figure that out slowly. Slowly but surely. Nvidia Forest. Yes, Nvidia Forest. Where do we need to go? Over there. Ooh. You know how inside the academia there is the giant lift that is currently inoperable? I get the feeling that that lift is not going to be operable until it's 3.2. Either that, or they actually make it inoperable in 3.1, unless you have C6 Lisa. Which would be pretty hilarious if that's the case. Wait! How young are these kids and they're already studying at the academia? That's really young. Albedo could go there apparently. Albedo could go there apparently. Well, yeah, because Albedo is also a very learned individual.
Better to stay here and study.
Unless you mean actually like glitch into the thing. Yeah. But the thing's not even there, so we don't even know what it is. No, I mean up the elevator. Wait, what? Either way, whatever is up there doesn't really exist right now. I've seen the video. Whatever is there doesn't really exist. Which is kind of the theme of the entire friggin' update. The Archon quest is literally that's basically the idea of the Archon quest, isn't it, chat? Like what you think is there, what you think is real, not really real. Alright, give me that Mora. Yeah, that's right. Get that paper. But yeah, it will be pretty I wish Hoyoverse would have that level of hilarity. Where it's like, okay, we can see that a very small portion of our community are C6 Lisa mains. How about we make it so that only C6 Lisa mains can go up the elevator? In 3.1. And then in 3.2, everyone else can go up the elevator. In much the same way that, like, everyone who didn't have a PSN account couldn't get Aloy until the next patch. But in 2.1, I think it was, you got Aloy if you had a PSN account.
Come a little closer.
Right here. Right now.
I would love it if they did that, but with the elevator.
Can't see. Boom.
Wow. I'm surprised I did 4,000 damage just then. How did that happen? How the hell did that happen? Do. So, Soup, since you're such a lolicon, you know you are, don't even deny it, and I don't think you will deny it, but I don't think you will even deny it. Do you have Dory? I would be surprised and shocked if you don't have Dory.
Sparklings, emerge. Right here. Right now.
Enshroud. I'll uproot you.
No, you don't have Dory? What is wrong with you, Sue? I can't tell if you're finally, repenting, or if you're being lazy.
Right here. Right now.
Like, I don't know whether I should be... Hey. I don't know if I should be sad or happy.
You're in for a little shock.
Pa! No crit. Oh.
No pain, no gain.
Oh. We have one of these. I haven't done these yet. I didn't do this one, apparently. Okay, let's figure this out. Okay, go around the outside, go around over here. Let's see. So here, here. Oh. Boom.
What do you think, cutie?
Yeah, what do you think, cutie? Okay, have I really not explored this area that much? Wow, I really have not explored this area that much. That might explain a lot.
Right here. Emerge.
What the? Where did this freaking mushroom come from?
Let's nip that in the bud.
Surrender and I'll be gentle. Come a little closer. You've been a naughty boy. What do you think, cutie?
I definitely look forward to the day that I can craft the Sumeru treasure compass, which is always an exciting day. Once you get that treasure compass, your chest finding will become far better. Hey, nice. Tarchin. Don't know what that is. Sumeru merchant discount. Gang gang. Dynamic map works too. Yeah, but that's sort of boring. Dendro compass. Dendro compass gang gang. Use the map. Use the game to get you the chests. I understand using the map to like mine and pick up flowers and shit. Fair enough. But using the map to get your treasure chests, I don't know, I feel like that's a little bit cringe. Just a slight bit cringe when there's like literally a thing that the game is trying to get you to have at some point so that you can find the chests yourself. It's just a thought. I still haven't used these friggin' key sigils. Yada yada. What am I gonna do about that, eh, chat? Yeah, what am I gonna do about that? Alright, let's have a look at, I suddenly feel a need, I suddenly feel an itch to wish for some reason, but can't wish anything anyway, it's fine, whatever. I don't see anything cringe in efficiency. I mean, fair enough, you do what you do, but I just feel like when the game is unironically trying to offer you something, and you would rather use a third-party thing
Why not keep me company?
instead
Don't
of
be
the
late
thing that
to
the
us.
game is literally getting you to use. Like, I get it, but like... And also the game... Yeah, and Hoyoverse! Also offering it on their fucking, like, actual map is a bit weird, but whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. I prefer to use the Sumeru treasure compass, it just is what it is. I'm gonna call it a night, I think. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, don't forget to follow and feel free to sub. If you're watching on YouTube now or in the future, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Time for after.
And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I hope I haven't missed anything. If they're done, weekly commies and requests done. Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, probably tomorrow. Catch the stream tomorrow, I'm thinking. Bye.
Yep. You're in for a little shock. Let's spark things. Right here.
In Shroud, I'll uproot you.
I'm always watching. Right now, emerge.
You've been a naughty boy.
Hit.